throw it up for me. And girl, you're looking kinda pretty. Come and have this dance with me. Baby, I'm feeling your vibe, your whole style, smile. Can't wait no more, I want you right now. Pumping and grinding to the ground, ground. It's going down tonight. Bring back the slow days. Oh, bring back the slow days. I wanna dance with you. Bring back the slow days. Slow dance with you. Sexy ladies. Oh, bring back the slow days. Slow dance with you. Talk to me
I've been waiting all day.
all day.
You to ask me to come play.
I'm right here.
Think you are the one for me.
Yeah.
Here is where you ought to be.
So baby, feel my nature rise as we move side to side. Bustin' that ass all on me tight. As I rub on your thighs, twerk, twerk, twerk it out. Girl, we gon' work it out. Bend that back, touching them toes. That's how the story goes. Back to slow days. Hey DJ, back to slow days. Let the record play. Oh, where all of my ladies want you to come home with me. Baby, you and me. Ooh, your body's calling me. I'm coming to set you free. Your body's calling me.
Hey, that was that shit, man.
Odin
Yeah, you already know what it is, man. It's a conversation with Perion. We back in this motherfucker, man.
Yeah, we are.
What's good, man?
I can't call it. What's up, man? It's your nigga Luke. I'm in the building.
Yeah, I got A Monet in the building.
We got a special guest with us today.
Yeah.
Introduce yourself with us, homeboy. Give us a little song, a little spill. Just give us a little spill. We know you're gonna spill a lot, but just give us a little bit right now.
Yeah, this your boy, man. Jvar the Don of R&B up in this joint.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
We just
Yes,
got
sir.
through playing that slow dance, man, on the intro. That motherfucker was very
Yeah, man.
nice.
Is that some of your new music or just
Yeah,
something else?
yeah. That's some of that new Jvar, man.
Okay,
Yeah.
you got it featured in any other films that you got it?
Yeah,
that you were in. We
Well,
gonna get to that.
This one ain't, but some other music is.
Okay, we
Yeah.
got some music that's introduced.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Before we get started,
Okay,
man,
all right, my
it's
bad.
Mother's Day, motherfucker.
Yes, it is. It is.
You
It is.
motherfucker.
It is.
Happy Mother's Day.
Hey, happy Mother's
It
Day
is.
to all the ladies, man. You know
Happy
what I'm saying?
Mother's Day to all the
and we
ladies.
got a crooner here. We might get him to,
That
serenade.
nigga fuck around and charge us, man. That nigga ain't trying.
Man, why would you speak of some money, Luke?
See,
You always
yeah.
putting the money in the motherfucker
In the mix,
Man,
I can't help
now
it.
we
Just-
get taxed.
Okay, I
I'm
can't
gonna get an
help it.
invoice.
Sometimes I can't help it. I don't mean it all the time, but sometimes I can't help it.
Hey, I see
You know
you.
what
I
I'm
see
saying?
you repping that mastermind.
Yeah. Coming soon,
You
man.
know what
Coming
I'm saying?
soon,
Yeah,
man.
we gotta
Coming
keep
soon.
it pushing. Keep it
Coming
pushing.
soon. Coming
Hey, but
soon.
yeah, back to the guests, man. We got him in the building, man. I know he finna talk that shit. He got the new
Yeah.
movie Best of Both Worlds coming out.
Yes, he do.
So we finna get into it, dog.
Yeah. So so let's get right into it then.
Yeah, we want to hear a
And
little
then
bit
y'all
about
go back, you know.
Yeah, we got some shit.
Oh yeah, we gonna talk that shit.
Yeah, we got some
gonna talk
shit.
that
We got some shit. You heard?
Straight up.
We got some shit.
Yo, so yeah, man, I've been blessed, man. You know, I've been doing this entertainment thing, man, for a while, man. Starting back from the Nelly days on up to now. So I've been blessed, man, and fortunate to work with a lot of good people. This particular movie, man, my boy Anthony Sherry, this is like his life story. You know,
Hey.
He's a celebrity hairstylist.
Yeah.
He's the reason why he brung all the stars out. You know, he brung Delicious and Jessica White,
Yeah.
Tiffany Fox, Jamal, you know, aka Biggie.
Yeah.
And then, you know, that's like my big bro, so he put me on, you know what I'm saying? And so
Salute to Mr. Anthony
that
Terry,
being
man.
said, and to me, like, as far as I know, as far as I've been to St. Louis, man, I ain't seen nobody bring like a star-studded cast like that to the Lou
Yeah.
to do a film. You
Right.
know what I'm saying?
Oh, it's definitely monumental.
Y'all can correct me if I'm wrong, but I ain't seen it.
I
Right.
haven't.
So, that was
besides
huge.
some long shit with some other
Yeah,
culture.
other than
Yeah.
But it wasn't based there. It was
'cause I
just
know
like a
Ice-T
scene
shot
they did.
Ice-T them shot a movie here.
That was in East St. Louis.
Trespass.
Yeah,
Okay.
that was in Illinois.
Yeah, but this some different
This
shit.
some
It
local
was.
shit.
I'm talking
Yeah, I
about
know.
it wasn't from the call from.
Yeah, they
us.
weren't from us, but
They
I'm
just
just
used
saying.
our
Yeah, that's
backdrop.
just the only thing I could think of.
Yeah.
So when is this movie dropping?
I don't know. We still got a couple more scenes to shoot in L.A.
Okay.
Then I think a couple more in Atlanta. Then after you wrap that up, you start the editing process. You know how that goes. You got to edit. You got to get the music right and all
Right.
that. So yeah, but it's gonna drop sometime this year though.
Okay.
Yeah, that mug gonna be smoking, man. It's dope.
What we gonna be able to catch you there, bro?
Man, so they definitely Tubi. That's
Oh,
definitely.
for sure.
But,
You
but
know,
for what Ant said, you know, he working with something with stars too, because it ain't gonna be. It's gonna be like a series.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's beautiful, man. Working with them people, man. Working with, you know, those celebrities. It taught me some more, and to build on what I need to build on going out further.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And they was actually all of them was cool.
Okay.
Everybody was cool, man.
Okay.
I developed a nice bond with everybody, so everything was smooth.
Okay. So your plan is to go further into the actor? I'm sorry.
That's always been the plan. That's always been the plan. Because at first it was all about the music.
Right.
But after doing that so long, I was like, you know what? I need to take the music and put it into a different avenue.
Right.
So now I love acting. So it's like I incorporated my music with the acting.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I was gonna say that.
Yeah.
So that's how that go.
That's dope. So they make the videos fun and a little bit more about it. Yeah, that's what's
Yeah.
up. Speaking of that, I know we get out one of our own in your video, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
she in a couple of them.
Yeah, I was in a few videos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look at us, man.
did
See,
her thing.
we got our own superstar on our
Big
show.
show.
You know what I'm saying?
You know
Shit,
what I'm
we got 2 stars in the motherfucking building,
She
man.
was on there looking thicker than a snicker on the video. Yeah.
This nigga go. Here we go. On Mother's Day, y'all. You heard me all on
Hey,
Mother's Day.
y'all was in the Hustle movie together.
Yeah.
Good.
Yep. Co-stars.
Yeah, so how was that? How was shooting that from your aspect of it, my
It was
brother?
a dope movie, man.
Yeah,
Buff
we saw
did his
it.
thing, man.
Yeah,
you know,
I saw it.
coming up with it, you know, getting everybody together to make it happen. So yeah.
Shooting that was fun. We
Yeah.
had fun
Yeah,
and
yeah.
it turned out great.
Now, I saw the movie, bro. So whose side was you on, bro? It was Buff
So-
partner, and you was the other guy partner.
We both was a little janky.
Yeah,
Both
no,
was a little
time
janky.
out. Now, I ain't gonna say you janky. I'm just saying, like, I'm like, God damn, I was like,
played
you like-
both sides.
No, I don't think you was playing both sides. I just think you was more sort of a middleman. You know how somebody might just be cool with.
So basically,
Yeah.
how it's supposed to go is we childhood partners, me and Guthrie, which is, you know, Buff. And so I mess with Papi Chulo, the
Correct.
Mexican.
Right.
My
Now,
man.
everybody everybody was cool
Right.
until the shootout came.
Yeah.
So that's what brought the division. So if the shootout would have never happened, I still would have been cool with Chulo
Right.
and Guthrie.
Right.
But
right.
since the shootout happened, it's like, well, dang,
Gotta
he
pick a
on
side.
one, I got to choose
Pick a
sides.
side.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna fuck with my nigga,
Yeah.
but at the same time, I'm gonna be intel on this side to let him know, hey, this is what's going on. So I'm playing both sides,
There you
but
go.
I'm
I'd rather you say it than me. You know
yeah,
what I'm saying?
that's how that go.
Because I looked at it, it was good acting though, bro. I like
Yeah.
both. Like I said, I like both of y'all in the movie. I like the movie though, man. Like I say, you know what I'm saying. I'm the fan of anybody that I know
That's right.
that's into something. You know what I'm saying? Like people be like, oh man, that's you looking at it the wrong way.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
You know the growth.
Yeah,
of it.
you know what I'm saying. I know the people from you know what I'm saying from time.
Yeah.
And, you know what I'm saying. Then to see them in spots like that to me
Yeah.
is.
So
You know
it
what
hit a
I'm saying?
little
To me,
different.
it's fantastic. You know what I'm saying?
But while we on the subject, I want to touch on. I ain't know we was gonna touch on this early, but since we on it, I'm gonna touch on it. So basically, like I say, Buff, because I want to
Big.
clear some. I want to clear some
yeah?
things up.
yeah, we gonna shine with you. Sis.
Like a motherfucker.
Go ahead, cuz. Go
Oh,
ahead, bro.
okay,
We
okay.
sorry. We sorry.
I wanna clear some things up with this movie.
Right.
You know, Buff is the mastermind behind it. He wrote it, he created it, did his thing.
Right.
Now, when I came aboard, originally I was just supposed to be just an actor. And so what ended up happening is, as time went on, because I do this. This was his first time. This is his
Right.
first rodeo.
Right.
So, you know, I started seeing things like needed help, needing to
so-
make things happen. So at first, I helped with a lot of the movie. I co-directed this movie. I wrote extra scenes, co-wrote, co-produced, edit, all that. Now, here's the thing. I was never gonna put it out there like that.
Okay.
But I done been on several interviews with him. I done been on several podcasts, radio, all that. And I stayed quiet because it was like, I'm gonna let you have it. This your thing. So every time he'll speak on, you know, and Ashley, she can stop me if I'm lying, whatever I say. Whenever he spoke on, he the writer, director, all that, I'm cool. That's cool. But this particular time when he was on y'all show, I felt like it was like a little personal because it's like y'all gave him some props on it, and then he came back around and said it again. But then when I heard the third time, he said he wanted to clear some things up and say people trying to take credit for stuff and
I don't think he said that.
yeah, I got the soundbite. I'll pull it up. Yeah, I had brung all the receipts.
Damn.
He said,
You know what?
yeah, I brung all the receipts. But he said nobody helped him behind the camera. I'm like, whoa, dang. Nobody helped him co-direct. I'm like, whoa. Then he said he picked all the actors and he taught them how to act while teaching. And I'm like, I thought that's what I did.
Well, we know you helped. You helped on like
Yeah.
when we did rehearsals and stuff like that. You helped put your input behind the scenes. I don't know like what you edited or whatever the case may be.
Yeah, he gave me my props for editing. He put that on there. He gave me my
Definitely
editing.
helped.
Yeah.
You on the credits and everything for that too.
Just for the editing. Now, in the beginning, because I added 4-5 scenes to the movie. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Now, I'm not taking credit for it, but the thing is this. Let's say for instance, let's say this show podcast, right? And you come to Luke like, hey Luke, I'm about to start this podcast, bro. This is my first time. I'm gonna go off on a rim, see what's up. And you like, oh, okay. And you like, hey, you my mans, come in. Now you playing the back though. So now you seeing what he doing on some, hey look, hey bro, I see what you're doing, bro, but you probably got to get these type of mics because then you can hear better. So you go order these mics, it work. So now Luke, he's seeing you ask questions to people, and he coming to you saying, hey bro, you might want to ask these type of questions too to add on to your questions because people like that type. So then when you add those questions, Luke like, oh okay, yeah. So now Luke bringing all this stuff to the table, adding on to what you're doing. So now you come to Luke like, hey bro, why don't you come hold this mug with me? You know what I'm saying? So now Luke, now you up front with him. You right here, it ain't just him by himself. You co-host because he saw what you brought to the table. Now people coming to you saying, yo, we want to interview you about your podcast, man. We like what you're doing. So you go on these podcasts, and now you say, yeah, man, you know, I started this podcast by myself. I made sure the mics were straight. I made sure I asked all the right questions, you know, and I did it all on myself. I did it all by myself. No help. Nobody helped me. How would you feel about that, Luke?
I don't know, man.
I'm just saying, bro. How would you feel about that?
I don't know. It'll be something that, you know what I'm saying, I feel like, you know what I mean, we'll discuss.
I don't feel like he was trying to discredit you. I just feel like he was on the podcast. It was just him
was
and
his
me,
moment.
and it's
I think he
his
felt
movie.
like-
So it's like he spoke on himself
From his
instead of
perspective.
adding.
And
You
that's-
weren't here. Like if you was
Yeah.
here, I'm sure he would have been like, hey, so you know, such. If I would have helped him, I'm sitting right next to him. He would have been like, oh, Ashley
I
did this
definitely
and did
think
that.
it was more of that.
I don't feel like he tried to
You know what I'm
discredit
saying? I
you
don't think
on
it was
nothing
a
you helped with.
discredited
Well,
type of
well, the
time.
thing is, we've been, like I said, we've been on several things together.
Yeah.
And he said the same thing. And guess what? I was quiet. I ain't never jump in and say, hey, bro, you know I helped you, bro. Like, the whole cast would tell you. You was there for everything.
So listen. You said you sat on other podcasts.
Yeah.
What made it so personal
For this one.
for this?
Because this one, he said,
So he
I want
articulated
to
the
clear.
specifics.
Yes. Because once you say he had, now, the other podcast, he never said he ain't had no co-director. He ain't never said nobody was behind the scenes helping.
So it's like he X'd you out opposed to just...
No, because now it's like, you got to be talking about me because I'm the only person that was doing that. I was the co-director.
Yeah.
I was behind the cameras helping. I was the one adding scenes and adding. I was that.
Look, I'm gonna tell you this how I am. You're,
And I called him one-on-one.
Listen, bro. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you.
Go ahead.
On who I am as a man. You feel me? I was raised under a certain creed. You feel me? I wouldn't discuss another man if he ain't present to defend himself. You feel what I'm saying? Right now, I feel as if a lot of things that you got that's personal was taken out of context. You feel me? Now, I can be a nigga who want to get credit and run this motherfucker up. You know what I'm saying? Or some shit. That ain't my temperament. You feel me? Now, we able to get Buff in this motherfucker to sit across and y'all have a discussion.
I would love for that to happen.
Me too.
He wouldn't do it though.
Because
He will.
I think that's the only room that we can go from here. You feel what I'm saying? Because I don't like to.
Yeah, I can talk about it.
I
You
ain't
can pull
that.
up now.
You know what I'm saying? I like to keep it positive, bro. I think
see
what
you
y'all
watching.
did.
You can pull up now. Pull up now.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you more than welcome, big dog.
I would love him to pull up.
Definitely, dog. You know what I'm saying? But I see what y'all created together.
And that's my point. We did it together.
And
so where's the separation come in? That is my thing.
Yeah. So we ain't gonna have it.
Yeah.
We ain't gonna let it divide until we get a confirmation on both of y'all feelings in the regard of it. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
I put my opinions in on a lot of things too, like on scenes and stuff, and like, hey, we should do this, do that.
Yeah.
But it's like I don't want no credit for
when
nothing.
He was talking
you know?
about it in the moment, it was speaking from his perspective of. But I could, like I'm not personally involved. So like I say, the way I am, I would respectfully like for y'all to be able to sit down if y'all want this as a platform to do so. But as brothers, that's something y'all should have been able to conversate about.
What you said.
You feel me?
I called him one-on-one. Conversation. He didn't want to be a man about it. He didn't want to be men about it. So.
He'll probably come up here and rap with you about it.
Hey, well listen. Hey, Gutter, you listening? Hey, bro, I welcome you to pull up. You know what I'm saying? If this is a discussion we could have, they got to buy another hour, tell them other niggas to wait a minute. And we definitely could push it. But other than that, man, I want to keep it positive. You know what I'm saying?
Let's go. Let's get it.
And keep on what else you got going on. But I definitely understand your gripe. You hear me?
Yeah,
I don't want to discredit because motherfuckers want they just dues for what they do.
Yeah.
And there's nothing wrong with that,
credit,
dog. There's nothing wrong with that because we all building. But the thing is, we're a building block for each other. So it's just like a movie. I can't be in this motherfucker by myself.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So in the finishing of the movie, the credit is already assumed because y'all done something together.
Yeah.
Now y'all wanted how y'all break it down to the specifics. That's understandably so. But I wish y'all can bring that to a head. You hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, on some real shit.
I wish we could too.
I hope y'all do that, man, on some real shit, man. But I ain't the Wendy Williams ass nigga. Just say that, nigga.
Yeah.
We gonna keep it G around this.
Other than that, it was a good movie.
Yeah, I believe it was too, man. I think y'all did some real player.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? Yeah. And what else? You got the best of both worlds with Delicious.
Yeah.
How was it acting? How was
Delicious still looking delicious too.
Man, you know what? She get better with time, man.
I haven't seen that.
She definitely been getting better with time.
I had to look up everybody. I did her research on her Instagram.
All right.
Yes,
Yeah, I
sir.
haven't
I
seen
think
that
I
in a
like
minute.
it.
Shout out to Delicious. Might need to go take a look at it.
You'll see my like.
How was it with them? How was it?
Man,
So the scenes y'all shot were here.
Yeah. And like I said, I'm like one of the co-stars in, so like I had like real dope up and close and personal scenes with all them, man. So that made me feel good. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I got a dope sex scene in that mug. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
One of the,
So how was Tiffany Fox? We got shout out Tiff. What's up with what's happening with you?
Big up to
We gonna have to get Tiff down.
Tiffany, that's my dog. You know, me and Tiff go way back.
Yes,
you know what I'm saying? That's my dog. Tiff did her thing in the movie.
Yeah, I know, man.
She came in, she growing sexy.
Is this her first time acting?
No, Tiff do this.
Yeah,
Oh, really? Okay.
Tiff do this. Yeah.
A few of them. I want to say with old boy Biggie, right? I know she been in. I think one with him.
I'm not sure. Don't give me
Tiff
the.
done everything.
Yeah.
I know she sees and
That's what's up.
he do whatever. You hear me?
Yeah. Like I say, yeah. Shout out Tiff, man.
Mali was even in it. Y'all know Mali?
Yeah. Big ups to my. Hey,
Mali did
the singer, right?
Speaking of Mali, man.
Yeah.
Last week I was remiss, man. I wanted to do a homage to my dude. Big ups to my man Orlando Watson, right? And I meant to stop and do a pause last week, but we introduced. We had a lot of shit going on, but it was the anniversary of his passing. You feel me? And I want to, big up Pretty Boy, man. Yeah,
big up Pretty Boy,
he
man.
was definitely a legend from the city, man. And I'd be remiss not to.
Gave us a place.
Yes, sir. I'd be remiss not to salute him, man. And I
shout him out.
forgot last weekend when you just said Mali, which is one of his artists. Yeah. It just brought it to mind.
Okay.
Yeah.
Shout out.
So big up to Pretty Boy.
Shout him out, man. So how many days did y'all shoot here?
Man, it's a month.
Straight.
Yeah, it was a whole
So what's it
month.
like? So how is that, man? Is it like every day? You know?
Yeah, man, listen, man. When I
Man,
say,
is it every day?
so when I was shooting,
Every week, for sure.
because here's the thing, when I was shooting with them, you know, we all live here.
Yeah.
Ain't none of us big time celebrities.
Yeah.
So
I
we
am.
were on. Well, besides Ashley.
Yeah, that's right. Shit.
Uh,
That's right. That's right. That's
So
right.
we still,
That's
we
right.
still was on like certain type of schedules. So people had to go to work or kids, whatever.
Right.
But with this schedule, with actual celebrities, we gotta film all day and night to get them while they here.
Yeah.
We
That makes
can't
sense, though.
waste time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
So I wasn't going home to 4 in the morning, and then from 4 I got to go to the shop and work,
Yeah.
and then I got to leave at noon.
We're gonna talk about
And
that
then
too.
the other thing is, when I get there, I probably ain't shooting till 5-6 hours later, but you still gotta be there to just be present. Then you gotta bring 5-6 changes of clothes just in case, because everything ain't gonna always be on the script.
Yeah.
Some things might
Impromptu.
be So
Yeah.
now you gotta change.
Yeah, yeah.
And then some places you might gotta do 2 or 3 scenes in one, but make it look like it's
Right.
just crazy.
Yeah, yeah.
It's
You
just,
getting
it's just
the
a
most
whole,
out the day.
It's a whole different ball game, man.
Yeah.
That's
I wouldn't
it,
mind getting it in all day, like instead of doing it like this
I
week, that week.
called you. You didn't answer. I called you to
Don't
come
do
down.
that.
Okay.
You gotta be lying. 'Cause you ain't
I
called me.
hella called you.
You did not call my phone.
That's crazy.
We got one right here.
I do
Dad.
not have a missed call from
You
Julius.
say she ain't got a missed call. She ain't
I
got a
do
missed
not.
call, bro.
Don't start.
You lucky I can't pull it up and go back to my car.
Please pull
log
up the
back in
receipt since you
April.
got all the rest of them. Pull it
I
out.
can't go back to April.
Pull it out.
I sure called you.
So what's up, man? Talk to us about the shop, man. How long you been doing it, man? Where you located? I'm pretty sure everybody know.
Man, I'm so
think
glad
I've been
this
there
man
before.
doing this. So
Yeah, nice shot.
yeah, I'm gonna tell you something, man. It's a blessing, man. Because here's the thing. My life started off as a hooper,
Yeah.
and then from hooping, and once I got locked up,
I
from
never
high
knew
school-
that.
Oh yeah. That's how me and him met. Yeah, me and him used to go at like my squad against his squad.
Yep.
Oh, it was demon time.
Like, every year.
I think
Every week.
I think my team even fought your team one time. I think,
No.
I
We
think
always
I
kept
think
it
we
peaceful.
fought one time.
We
I
probably
don't know.
it probably be yelling and cussing, but
Yeah,
never know.
but
A
it
little
was,
court
it
No,
fight.
was
yeah, we basketball players.
that's
yeah,
when
yeah,
hooping was hooping. Like,
Yeah, that's real hooping was hooping.
Yeah,
that's when real
yeah.
hooping was hooping.
so
yeah.
that's how me and Lou
Yep,
met.
yeah.
So we go way back from the 90s.
Yeah,
But
way back.
once I got locked up and got out, I was like, okay, what I'm gonna do now? Because I was a felon. So that's when I took my singing serious. I knew I wasn't finna go to college. I knew I wasn't finna go.
Yeah.
So went to New York, did my thing, and I got blessed. You know, I got a few major record deals. You know what I'm saying? I never blew up like I wanted to.
Yeah.
Because that game is crazy. You know, and it is a lot of soul selling you got to do. Then there's a lot of hating you got to get through. And then you got the stuff that you endure on your own. So it's never all one thing. It's a combination. But if you can knock out a couple of those things and try to reach your dream, you better off. But if you got all those against you, it is a slight possibility you won't make it. Okay.
Now, speak to the soul selling, nigga. You hit me with soul
Yeah, bro,
selling.
damn. Yeah, you
What
did
the
jump
fuck?
into that, bro.
You
That
just-
was swinging. You
Wait
can't-
a
yeah,
minute,
you
we
can't-
just can't just
Yeah, I
skip.
ain't know about that.
Hey, we can't skip
Basketball.
past
Yeah,
that
God
motherfucker.
damn it.
It's
Soul
all basketball,
selling, just
too?
go.
No,
Just
not
go skip
basketball.
past
Not
the
enough
soul
in
selling.
basketball. You gotta say your song. You gotta say your song
No,
on
but
basketball. I don't know.
to what aspect are you talking about when you say soul selling?
Okay, so here's the thing. I used to think, as a kid growing up, you heard it, right? So I used to think it was like this ritual and all this and candles. But when I got into business, this what I saw. And then as I got older, this what I saw. I don't drink or smoke.
Yeah.
They knew that. But they kept it in my face.
Uh-huh.
So when you're around millionaires and when you're around moguls, the young-minded gonna think, this is what I gotta do to be included in this circle. So that's part of the soul selling right there. So if you ain't no drinker, smoker, and you don't do drugs, but now you doing it because the mogul doing it, the millionaire doing it, or the celebrity doing it.
What? Wait a minute. Is it presented to you,
It's-
or
it's-
is it like
it's
or
both.
just around you? Because
It's both.
you know, it's like
So
it's
here's the thing.
It's a direct like
I go to
you should do this and make you look cooler type shit.
So I go to an industry party, right?
Uh-huh.
Cocaine right here.
Yeah.
Weed, drugs, all that. Juju, want some of this? That's how it's presented.
Yeah.
Oh, no, I'm cool. Then here come a naked chick coming out. Titties out running. Damn. Then she. You sure? Oh, you want some?
That sound like a Diddy party.
What
Just
is a
saying.
ditty?
I never. Thank God I never went down none of that shit.
Hey,
I smoke weed.
I ain't gonna lie, I would have went to one of Diddy parties. I probably wouldn't have stayed after hours, but I would have went to one.
Everybody went to a Diddy party or
I ain't
ever
been.
party.
Yeah, I believe.
I'm talking about you in that world.
Yeah.
Everybody went. It just depends on what you did.
What you do.
Yeah.
So a nigga like me, I leave. So if I'm seeing a bunch of naked women, a bunch of niggas running around, at that time I'm young. And they way older than me. Yeah. So I'm like, nah, I don't know these niggas, get these gay ass niggas.
No, wait a minute.
It's different if I'm in high school and my partner and we got a little chick running the train. I know this nigga and we the same age.
Yeah.
But like if I'm out here in New York
with some
strangers and y'all feel comfortable around me and I'm a little nigga, I'm out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So they try to get you with the ladies. They try to I can say for instance, one time I was in the studio, and I'm a singer, so I like the lights dim, I like candles. So I'm in there getting in my vibe. So one day, one of the industry guys came in, and I didn't hear him because the instrumental up loud. I'm vibing. So as I'm vibing, I just felt a presence like over my chair. And I look back like, hey, yo, nigga, hey, cut the light on, bro.
Wait a minute.
Cut the light on.
Cut the light on.
No, you said it was darkness.
No, it was dim, candles.
Little
I'm in my zone
so
trying to write a song.
Right.
And he
comes in, I don't hear him come in. And while I'm vibing,
that nigga trying to get in this zone too.
Man, when I'm vibing, I just feel something over my shoulder, like one hand on the back of the chair, the other. Hey, how everything go? Hey, yo, bro.
Bag up. Yeah.
Bro, yo. What? No, cut the light on, my nigga.
Yeah.
Bro, this would
when I say so, it's like, say for instance I went. Say for instance I didn't jump. Say for instance I didn't say back up, turn light on. Now it's okay. He let me do that.
Yeah.
Let's see if he'll let me do this. So they gradually pull you in to see what they can get away with.
But if you gay, you gay. You know, because
Nah,
a real man ain't gonna fall for that
Nah,
shit.
bro. No, that's not true.
You think a motherfucker get turned?
Yes. You cannot be gay.
If you get turned, you was turned.
Hear me out. Bro.
You was already.
That mean your mind ain't made up.
You was already kind of.
Nah, hear me out. Cause watch this. I'm a felon.
Yeah.
Because the judge told me if I don't plead guilty, he's gonna throw me in a state penitentiary. That don't mean I was guilty of the crime.
Right.
That don't mean I did the crime. But what he put out there was, let him know if he plead not guilty again, I'm throwing him in a state penitentiary for 10 years.
Okay.
So I pled not guilty.
Okay.
I ain't want to go to jail for 10 years. So if you put that with getting turned out, it's niggas that don't, and females that don't want to mess with men or women, ain't even thought about it. But if a person that has what's the word I'm looking for?
The influence, the power.
Influence. Mm-hmm. If the power comes, and they come your way, now it's, I don't do this.
But you trying to get to the next level.
But there you go.
I don't want to be right here no more.
And I know if I go.
And that's to the whole length of your soul selling. That's the equation, right?
Yes.
You summed that shit up right there.
Yeah, he did.
That's
it ain't black robes and candles and blah. It's gradually
because that's the definition of it right there in that conclusion when you decide, because it's your decision, it's your soul, it's your morals. So when you decide to go to what you believe in, go against what you believe in,
you sold it all.
to trying to get to the next level, that's the definition of selling your soul.
Because what celebrities y'all know that y'all ain't heard bad shit about?
Yeah, I mean,
and 9 times out of 10 they
Chris Brown. I ain't heard nothing bad about
Chris
him.
Brown do drugs. Everybody know that boy.
I ain't heard nothing bad about Chris Brown.
Well, listen, doing
nothing.
drugs
ain't a bad thing.
Is a choice.
Yep.
Right. Yep. To do drugs don't mean, I smoke marijuana. They used to call this a drug till they made it legal. Now it's medical. Now it's for my condition.
Now it's
for my condition.
It was never bad if they made it legal now.
It's for my condition. You feel me?
But
I say that to say, to each his own.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah.
But if it goes against what you believe in and you do it despite of, then I think that's the definition of selling your soul.
That's the selling
you feel me? You going against your principle. But if my principles say, I can do cocaine, then I'm that's what I chose.
Because think of it like this too.
Now I say no to drugs. put that out there. Don't do drugs.
But look, think of it like this: a fraternity or sorority.
Yeah.
It's things that's kept inside that house, right?
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
So take the entertainment business. If they see you don't do what they do, they don't want you in there.
Right.
Yeah.
They don't want you leaking their stuff.
They don't
That's
want
real.
you leaking the stuff.
It's like, you got to
know what I'm
partake in the bullshit.
Yeah.
We got to give you your training day.
Yeah.
You going to take the red, blue pill.
And if you start and then stop, that's how people fall off. Now record label shelving you. Now you ain't getting that check no more because you stopped. And
So-
now you gonna leak info.
So you saying the industry is so drug and sex and
Yes.
that it's the leading persuasion of positioning.
Bro,
I can believe that.
That's crazy.
But I can believe that though.
I'm from St. Louis, and back in that day, gay wasn't like that. It wasn't a gay city like it is now.
Hell no.
So back in that day,
Nah, when I was raised up,
No,
it was
when we was coming up.
motherfuckers
They was
wasn't doing
always
us.
there. They just wouldn't.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
it,
I mean, it wasn't.
Yeah.
It wasn't
Public.
like your
public.
era, they came out.
What's my era?
Like, cause you early 30s, like you young.
I'm a 90s baby.
Yeah,
92
but
be
you was a
exact.
baby in the 90s. That's the difference.
Yeah, I was, yeah.
You know, we was down there grown ass men.
Oh man,
So-
I'm
It's
18.
a little-
man.
yeah, it's a little different.
No.
So we didn't
Yeah.
see,
Yeah.
we
Man,
didn't see that, and
Real talk.
we from the era where we joan on you,
Yeah.
and you know better to even come on that type of time with us.
Yeah.
So my point is, me coming from that era to New York where it was accepted, I'm going into these labels where, so for instance, I did go around Diddy. He wanted me in the first making the band, the first one ever with
You
Chopper.
gonna be walking to get a cheesecake, nigga.
Man, I chose not to because I didn't want to be in the group. I was a solo act.
Yeah.
But when I saw Diddy team, style is gay. His publisher's gay. Like it's half gay, half straight. And so all that made me look at it is like, yo, all these artists got all these gay. And I didn't think it would be that type of world. And so once I got in that industry and I started, and they friends, they cool. And they actually friends and cool, but that's what they used to out there. So it's almost like, damn, do I got to get accustomed to being around these guys?
Yeah.
Because I was always uncomfortable because that's not what I was used to. Yeah.
I mean, that's real though. You know,
That's hey,
I'm still like that now at this age. I ain't saying that I can't be around it, but I just I choose not. You know what I'm saying? I choose my own path. You know what I'm saying? That's all.
Yeah.
I choose my own path.
I ain't gonna be invaded by that shit.
Yeah, I ain't gonna. Yeah,
You know,
what I'm saying? And it's nothing to you, motherfuckers.
Not at all.
Man, I had a.
But I ain't a homophobe. Where
No,
you in the
fuck
room,
no,
I'm like,
hell no, I
leave.
ain't silly.
I love
That shit,
everybody.
nah, me too.
Yeah, I ain't silly.
As long as and then
Unless you do
homos,
something.
they know who the fuck they talking to.
Yeah.
They trying to
know
talk
they
to
can.
somebody like them. You
Yeah,
feel
they
me?
know
So
they
I
can.
ain't, to each his own, bro. You hear me?
So I had a loft. They had got me a loft in Wall Street, and I'm by the old trade towers. My backyard was the Statue of Liberty. I had a helicopter pad, but I had a 2-bedroom loft. The CEO had a key though to the loft. So what he would do from time to time, he'll bring his sneaky links over, and he'll smash in one of the rooms. And again, I'm a kid at the time. They're in there smashing with the door wide open. She loud as hell. I'm talking about walking around the house butt naked, and I'm talking about snorting. And she, hey Juju, just naked.
Yeah.
But again, that's the industry.
Yeah. So you thinking it's the culture?
Yes.
But
I wasn't
influence.
finna be on that.
Right.
If I
So
got
when
my
you hear the
one-on-one,
stories, you believe it.
I didn't know I did that.
You say you don't question it at all. You like
I
yeah
know
for sure.
it's real, man.
You like oh yeah for sure that shit happened.
I know it's real.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Diddy on trial now, man.
What you think about that?
He go to court. Well, he's been in court. They've been doing the jury selection.
I'm gonna tell you like this. My
It's looking
honest
crazy,
opinion on
man.
Diddy,
Yeah.
ain't nobody still say he did nothing wrong outside of hitting old girl.
That's what.
Yeah.
Who
That's
Cassie?
what I.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's what I said.
So
Right.
what is he
What
on
does he do-
trial
what is he
for?
on trial for?
people being gay, for doing drugs.
That's what I said.
For
Like, he
buying
didn't do
some
nothing
pussy?
wrong.
He didn't do nothing wrong.
He didn't do
I
nothing
say,
wrong. What did he do
hey,
wrong?
I'm sorry, internet.
He
I'm
just
sorry.
he just a swinger.
I said
just a
this
freaky.
long
But
He
time.
just
Is
bought
that against
some.
the law?
dude.
Listen,
Is that
he
against
bought
the
some with
No,
JJ.
I ain't
Yeah.
mad at him. I'm just
He
saying.
might
like,
be gay.
I don't
what?
care what
They
the
they
fuck.
had a
But
heated
I ain't heard
argument.
What
nothing
is the
from
crime?
Corey.
I'm with you, bro. What is
But
the
other
fucking
than that,
crime?
you
What
took
was
so
the
long to
crime?
come out
What-
and say, "Oh, he been doing this." Like, just because it's recording, you got receipts and stuff like that. You should have been said something. Like
Right.
the message, I done been through it. Trust me, way
thing-
worse than her. Way worse than her. Trust me. So it's like,
That shit crazy.
if it's that bad, you gonna say something then, right then and there.
Yeah.
Don't wait.
It was a money. It was a
it's
money
giving
out.
money. It's giving money. Yeah.
It was definitely a money out. And like you said, but that's the only tape that they got against.
Yeah, that's what I had.
You know,
like I said a while ago.
Like
I said,
what
I didn't know
else?
was
What
the
else
crime.
is damning besides
but
him?
here's the thing, y'all know the conspiracies of him killing all these people. So
Yeah.
I think so. Just like when OJ, when he got away with, when he was found,
They
out
want to
guilty.
have him. They want to have him for something.
Yeah, when
they
he-
got to get
when
him
he
for
took
something.
His pictures and jerseys
Shit,
back,
memorabilia, they
locked
charged
him up
him.
for that. But
Yeah,
that was
yeah.
really for.
No, it's really definitely for that.
For
So
the
with
murder,
Diddy, I'm
yeah.
looking at it like they saying he killed Diddy. I mean Biggie. They saying he killed his Pac, his chick. What was the kid's mom?
Kim Porter.
Kim Porter.
Yeah, Kim
So-
Porter.
I heard about
Yeah,
all
sorry.
that.
So I feel like this is what that's really about.
If
It
he
can't
did-
be about this.
If he did Pac, then he gonna have to see me about that one.
Oh,
He gonna have to see me about that one.
but they
Hey,
said
man,
they
this
said
shit-
he put the hit out.
Yeah,
I
that's
heard
that's
that.
my buddy who
Yeah,
went to
yeah.
jail. What's his
I
name?
ain't got confirmation.
I forget his
but
name.
The bodyguard dude.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
From St. Louis?
Well, not the bodyguard. I'm
Not
talking
Gene.
about not Gene. Gene been talking like a motherfucker.
Yeah, Gene. All right.
I hate that nigga from St. Louis.
God damn, Gene. Shit,
Damn.
man. Man.
That nigga, damn.
Yeah,
What the
man,
fuck?
man. Listen.
Don't make enemies with Gene. God.
Man, no, my
Don't do
God.
shit. That nigga up there, he coming to run. Here come Gene. I turn my head.
Hey. We
Stop
love you,
talking.
big homie, but damn.
So y'all can,
Conversation over.
y'all can look this guy up. His name is Bonds, Roger Bonds. So I had a manager in New York, and the manager put me on to his little brother. His little brother was gonna be my lookout. So here come this big ass bald head dude, look like LL Cool J. He taught me the ropes. Now I didn't know his background. The nigga was like kingpin, just got out of jail for murder.
Yeah.
He's a Harlem like, and I was seeing niggas like scared of him, and I had to ask him one day like, nigga, who is you, nigga? Like,
What do you do?
yeah. But hers was crazy. The nigga even knocked the nigga out for me. It was a nigga that stole some money from me in the when I was signed to Sony. And the nigga was walking around like, 'cause when I checked him on it, he was like, nigga, I'm from New York, this my city. You from St. Louis, you ain't nothing you can do here. And so I just happened to tell Bonds about it, like, man, it's this one dude, man. I had to pay out of my check with Sony. He stole my money because he was supposed to pay these studio and producers, but he kept the money, which made the producers and the guys not come.
Yeah.
So when I confronted them on some, hey, why y'all ain't here? I gave y'all niggas 10 bands. You ain't give us no money. The nigga stole the money. So when I told Bonds about it, I said, man, you know this dude, man, named Charlucci. He said, yeah, kid, dark-skinned kid. I said, yeah, I think I know where he stay. I said, straight up. He said, man, come on. So he go over to his crib, knock on the door, dude at the door. And he told me to give him the heads up to, man, snatch dude up by his collar, walk him to the car. He the one? I said, yeah, what's this New York stuff you was talking about? Bonds just smacked him. But I let him live because, you know, I ain't want nothing on my hand. But Bonds was ready. So I'm sorry to say this. He ended up, he was rocking with me, showing me the ropes in Harlem for about 2 years. About 3-4 years later, he ended up being Diddy personal bodyguard. And when he was Diddy's personal bodyguard, then he turned to, I think he ended up getting diabetes or something, so he lost a little weight, and then he started being the head of the Ciroc Boys. But now, he doing what Gene doing. He then came out telling all the stories about how Diddy, because he got a son that's locked up in Africa, and Diddy won't pay for no lawyer. Diddy won't give him no money. So now that's what made him come out.
Yeah,
with,
there you go.
And if you Google his name, Roger Bonds, you Google him, the story all there.
Yep, that's
But
him.
yeah.
Then that right there, I don't take no nigga no credit on, because if you know what I'm saying, so I can pay you. I gotta pay you to keep my secrets. You know what I'm saying? Like, what we doing out here?
You gotta
bro?
have money
Right.
for that.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying.
have a lot of
Well, but if a nigga bodyguarded you, your family, your kids, and he kept your secrets, but now he needs you to help with lawyer fees for his son, and you don't give him nothing. I'm not necessarily saying snitch, but what kind of dilemma is that now?
Because I paid you at the time that you was my bodyguard and protecting my family at that time. So once that end, you know what I'm saying, then you know what I'm saying, and I moved to another bodyguard service, then that's over. You know what I'm saying? So anything that happened between us still should stay between us. First of all, you're a bodyguard, you know what I'm saying? And you running a business, you know what I'm saying? So if I know that you're gonna be telling all my shit, if I don't do nothing for what you gonna do, you know what I'm saying? Shit, I don't want to fuck with you. You dig?
Man,
You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, it's still a business thing. Now, if we built something personal, you know what I'm saying, and I told you I help your son, or if I tell you if anything I can do for you, you know what I'm saying, we discuss it, then we can work something out. But we can't can't just go to the extreme immediately. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, well, nigga, you ain't gonna give me the 150,000 I need. Look, nigga, you know what I'm saying? Look, he sucked dick.
Wait a minute.
You know what I'm saying? Damn, bro. Damn. So that's where we going
here?
with it. You
Right.
dig what I'm saying, though?
No,
you know what I'm
feel
saying? Because, you know what I mean, at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying, we had a business relationship, we had a personal relationship. You know what I'm saying? Just because our business don't end, you know what I'm saying, our personal still stay what it is. If I ain't did nothing personally to you,
Then why you spend my motherfucking personal business?
I ain't never gonna,
Yeah, that become
At
big for
the
you.
end of the day,
like
it be about money.
Because
Yeah.
at the end of the
It be
day,
about
I ain't
money,
never gonna
man.
tell nobody
Motherfucker trying to
anything I know
extort you.
about you. You dig? I don't get motherfucker come to me. It's gonna always.
Like
that go for anybody in the world though.
Yeah.
If motherfucker come to me, I'ma always say the best about you. You dig what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I ain't never gonna say.
Oh, I'm
nothing
gonna say
bad
the worst
about
you
bro.
to you.
Yeah, I ain't
If
never
I-
gonna tell
man,
nobody
listen,
the
Yeah, I'm
worst
gonna
to
tell you
you.
to your face.
Like
I ain't never gonna tell nobody the worst to you just on the strength
what we
that.
gonna talk
I'm gonna
about.
just keep it
You know
real.
what I'm saying? Because you know what I mean that's personal. He might you know what I'm saying, he might know you differently than
Then
I'm
Yeah.
following
would he
that.
know me?
you know what I'm
I'm
saying?
saying?
So I'm gonna just say something positive because I might say something bad about you. This your man.
Yeah.
I'm talking to him. You know, man, fuck that nigga. Boom, you buy. I got my head cracked.
Yeah.
I don't even know.
Yeah.
I don't even know I got my head just punched in. You know what I'm saying? This might be your man. So I'm gonna just say the positive shit. You know what I'm saying? The beef shit we can say when I see you. You know what I'm saying? Fuck all that.
Well, I know we was trying to get to the shop thing and we started talking about the music thing. But I just want to tell y'all how it went from that to this.
Hell yeah.
That's why it's called a conversation.
Yeah,
because
we
the
gonna
shit-
we gonna go
we gonna
everywhere.
drift off.
Yeah,
You
no,
know
it's
what
all
I'm
good,
saying?
baby.
We
Yeah,
gonna
yeah.
drift the fuck off, man.
Like
That
a
just
motherfucker,
that's
though.
how it is. Then it get like that when we get comfortable. and
Nah,
shit.
yeah, for
You know what I'm
sure.
saying?
Yeah, for sure.
It get like that. You know what I'm
I
saying?
love it, man.
Yeah.
But that's how once I got out the game, because I looked at it like this. I think at that time, God was closing those doors for me because the way things was happening, it's like unbelievable how it happened.
Yeah.
So, like for instance, I had a showcase in LA in 2009. It was with the top labels in LA. I get there, and as soon as I got off the plane, Michael Jackson dead. So I already said to myself, man, watch this fuck my showcase up. I just know it. It's like when Mike died, the industry shut down.
Yeah.
Well,
So I'm
yeah.
calling my guy like, hey, I
Yeah.
need to get to the studio and get my show tape together for the showcase. He tells me, hey, bro, we got to wait because I didn't know I lived by Michael Jackson. I'm like, man, I'm thinking he lying to me. Like, man, you don't live by no Mike, man. Like, I'm here in Cali. Like, come on my showcase. He said, bro, so I had a chick I was messing with at the time. And so I called her and had her pick me up to find Michael Jackson crib. He stayed in Beverly Hills. So I put his address in to see was it gonna be about Mike's house. So when I got to Beverly Hills, I said, okay, we in Beverly Hills. You might not be lying.
Yeah.
So what was it, like the traffic situation?
Yeah, the police had everything shut down.
Okay.
Yellow tape,
Okay.
police, and fans everywhere. He basically saying you couldn't get through.
Couldn't get through. Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So come to find out, he wasn't
really
lying.
lived by Michael Jackson.
He really lived by Mike. So they took the showcase though, since Mike died, and they transferred it to the next weekend.
Okay.
So I'm in LA for a whole nother week. I'm like, okay, cool. So that Saturday come, I get in the car with my mama, and we drive into the showcase. It's about 45 minutes away. As soon as I finna get out my exit, we hit a truck with a boat on the back of it on a 4-car pileup. Couldn't go to my showcase. Had to go to the hospital with my mama. So I felt like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That I feel like God closed
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
And then my last one was with Jamie Foxx. I'm on tour with him. Supposed to get signed to his label. Jamie kept getting called, and I told my mom and daddy was like, if this don't work out, because now you 10-something years in this.
It ain't meant to be.
You gotta not
Not
that
meant.
it ain't meant
It
to
ain't
be,
meant.
but find something else. Because
Yeah.
you got kids, you got to build a foundation.
Yeah.
And music ain't doing. Music was good for me by myself,
Yeah.
Yeah.
but as you get older, it's bigger than just you.
Yeah.
It's kids.
Yeah.
It's all that.
Yeah.
So I thought I was gonna get signed to Foxhole. So I'm in LA.
I'm sorry, yeah.
I'm like, okay, cool. So it's
Go ahead, man.
how that happened?
Man.
Damn. Okay, so
That's the co-host, y'all.
I'm trying to make a little pose, you know?
so I end up. So Jamie kept getting called for movies. So that didn't happen. So I kept my promise with mom and daddy because they said go to barber school. Now, I ain't never had a 9 to 5. I ain't never done none of that.
So did you cut her before that or never?
Never. I never thought about cutting her. This
Okay.
was not no dream, no nothing. But this is
It's hard to like do beauty and cut her and do her
it's very
without having a natural
passion,
talent. Because
yeah.
I had a natural passion and talent for it.
Yeah.
And when I went to school, it was so super easy. But people that just go in and don't know nothing.
It was
so
basketball singing. That's it.
you straight did it.
Yeah. But it wasn't easy. So here's the transition. I'm coming from the celebrity world. I'm coming from being around moguls and limos and all of that, like the parties. Just basically a young nigga living that good life, right? So my daddy told me, well, you got kids. It's cash money. They can't tax you on child support. Well, how else you gonna get a job? You've been doing 10 years this. You ain't never had 9 to 5. They ain't gonna hire you. So once they put all the variables together, it's like, you know what? Only choice I got is be a barber.
That nigga say they gonna tax you on child support.
No, he said they not. He said they not. Because you
Get
know,
that
You don't
money,
have, you don't have
get
a
that
legit
money in
income.
there.
Yeah.
So man, I get to barber school,
Yeah,
and the first thing I wanted was nobody to know me, because everybody knew me locally for the most part, but because my pride was in the way. I felt like I was a loser.
Yeah, you didn't exceed what you thought you would be.
Yeah, and then I got tired of the questions.
Yeah.
What happened?
Yeah.
Man, I thought you was on.
Yeah.
I thought you had a deal.
Yeah.
I didn't want to answer none of that.
Yeah.
So I'm going to barber school like, man, I hope don't nobody know. I'm looking through the window. Okay, I don't know him. Okay, I'm good. Man, some dude going there about 2 weeks later. Hey, bruh, what's your name, bruh? I'm like, Julius. Man, what you do, bruh? I cut her, dog. Nah, you do something else, bruh. No, I don't, man. Dude Googled me, dog. Found out I was a singer. He said his daddy was a promoter, brung Drew Hill and Silk Hair. He was helping. So now he put it out there in the school. Man, dude can sing. Dude called it. So now everybody doing what I did. Well, what happened? Well, why you couldn't her? I don't want to answer that because I feel like a failure at this point.
Yeah.
So I had to deal with that. Finally got out of barber school. Went to my first shop. I'm thinking, y'all seen Barbershop, the movie?
Yeah.
I'm thinking, if the nigga come in that girls like, I thought the shop liked them.
Right.
No, nigga. I went to this shop. The girls like me. Everybody hate me.
Oh man, you taking them
You
up?
take the women, man.
Wait a
That's
minute.
usually how
They hate.
it's kind of how it goes.
And then it was a big
They
shop.
They start hating.
Yeah, that's gonna get. That come with it, my brother.
But then it's a big shop.
Yeah.
So people coming in, they get haircuts and girls' hair done. They know me from
Yeah, other shit.
the music.
Yeah, other shit.
So they come in talking, and the more you talk about me, they making everybody else mad. So it got to the point where it's like I'm uncomfortable with people talking about good things about me in this industry. Hey, you still got them songs with R. Kelly? Hey, don't do that. They make them mad, bro. Cause they gonna think I think I'm something when really I'm just trying to cut her now, bro. Like, or if I got a show and the radio announced opening for Jvar, or it's a flyer out there, Jvar opening for such and such. Or somebody come in, oh, you doing this? Everybody. So that transition from, it's almost like I always
Like
use
you
this
taking a
terminology.
shine.
Tarzan. He was born in
Yeah.
with the animals. But if Tarzan come over here, they gonna look at him crazy. But why y'all looking at him crazy? Because that's all he know is over there. So I was like Tarzan coming to this. And everybody looking at me like, why he walk like that, talk like that, who he think he is? But instead of getting to know me, instead of being cool with me, because I'm a cool dude. Give you shut off my back, I'll look out for you.
Right.
But instead, they on some, he think he this and that. To where after
They
2
prejudging you.
prejudging.
Confidence scare people too, though.
Man,
You know
and that's the
what I'm saying?
problem with, like, especially St. Louis, man. That we number one hate
Yeah.
city.
I got
it's
that
real.
problem right now.
Man.
I bet, but I can
I don't
understand
care.
why you have it.
I don't care about it. Though.
Confidence scare.
Feel how you feel, cause I'm gonna be who I am.
Man,
At
that
the end
part.
of the day.
Confidence scare.
And I'm gonna be who I am, but
people.
Just be you.
they end up firing me. I went to several other shops trying to get hired in their shop. Everybody looked at me first. They tried to tax me on booth rent. Like hell is looking at me like I'm some rich nigga, and I'm not. I ain't had no clientele. I ain't know how to cut yet. I'm like, and then by the way, when I got to the shop, nobody would help me. Nobody would teach me. I'm trying to learn. They wanted me to fail. Then when walk-ins come, they wouldn't even give me no walk-ins. I remember this. One day I asked the owner. I said, "Hey, how do these walk-ins work?" Oh, whoever come here, why you ain't getting them? I said, nah. So she made up this thing and said, well, from here on out, sign this list. Whoever here first, they get the walk-in. Whoever here second get the next walk-in. So one dude say, what if I get to walk in and I'm packed? Then you can either keep the walk in or give it to somebody else. So they start playing this game. I'm gonna give it to you. No, I'm gonna give it to you, excluding me though, right?
Yeah.
So this is what I said, and this type of person I am. I said, hey, check this out. I'm finna make it easier for all y'all. I don't never want no walk in, and I ain't never signing no list. Yep. And anybody her I cut from here on out, gotta come in for me or have my card. Here go the shop. Who this dude think he is? Who he? And so the owner say, you know what you said. Boot print still 150. I said, have I ever been late? Oh, okay. Again, I ain't never, but that's what made my promo game go strong, hard. Cause now I put my foot in my mouth.
And
now it's like, I gotta make it happen because, and man, I went everywhere. I got cars made. I went to every man, woman, boy, girl. I ain't care. Hey, how you doing, Miss Lady? Hey, I don't know if you got a man, husband, son, boy, but here go my card. Check me out, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. I ain't never tell nobody, let me be their boy. I just said, give me a chance.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's when the clientele start coming.
Yeah.
So now when they see, oh, he making money. Because it's almost like they saw what they saw in me what I didn't see in myself yet. They saw like, if he get this, he out of here. I didn't see that because I never said I wanted to shop.
Yeah.
And I never said this was going to be my life.
Yeah.
I was still hoping the dream would happen.
But the door
Right.
But God, man, God's so cold, man.
I'm telling you.
When I got fired, he kept closing those doors to other shops.
Yeah.
I was going in humble. Hey, I'm trying to see if I can get a booth. Got your car out there? Yeah. $175 a week. Damn, do I get a week free? Something? Nah, just okay. So I said, you know what? This is the third shop I've been to. I need to get my own shop. I ain't never had no business, but I'm like, I gotta dive in. I gotta figure it out.
Figure it out.
Cause I'd rather go hard and go through problems in my own stuff than somebody else.
Yeah,
Getting fucked.
Yeah.
And you
Gotta
know
believe
it.
in yourself first.
So even how I got my shop, bro, was God, right? Like I was finna get this 4-seater shop. This church, they was next door to it, and the church decided. But the church welcomed me in like, oh yeah, we're gonna come to you. So when I came to the owners of that place, they said, well, we can't close the deal yet because the church might expand.
Yeah.
Meaning they knock it down and take the shop. I said, no, I talked to the pastor. He cool. They said, well, yeah, he tell you one thing, tells another. So I'm thinking he a pastor. Ain't no way he don't lie to me.
Right.
The next Monday come, they tell me the pastor decided that they gonna
Expand.
Man, I was looking for that pastor. I was finna put hands on him. Because at that point, I'm saying,
Man,
he
you
ain't
just
no,
played me.
yeah, you ain't no man of God. You lied.
That's real.
Yeah.
I'm a God-fearing man, but you lied to me in your church. So you ain't no godly dude, so I can steal on you.
That's yes, sir.
Come on now.
So that's
In the
how
name
I
of God.
got
In the name of God, you could.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I waited for him.
Yeah.
He never showed up. I waited on that parking lot to confront him. Never showed up. So my mom was
Man.
like, find this building. So I went looking for another building and finally saw this other building. And I was like, man, that might be above my pay grade. Like, the last one was cool, $700-800 a month, but this a lot bigger plaza. So longer story short, I ended up getting that shop, right? When I got that shop, now here's what's crazy. This is why I know it was God sent. When I got that shop, I got fired 2 months later. So I was in barber school, worked at a shop for 2 years, got fired, got my shop 2 months later. So now I'm cutting this lady hair that goes to, I think she went to my church.
Why you
So
get
she was
fired?
my first. They fired me because to slum it down, the hating. The hating was real.
So the manager of the shop fired you.
Yeah, the owner and her husband. Yeah,
Okay.
they both got to, because everybody ganged up on me to get me out of there.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
So
So
was it-
I had every husband and boyfriend hating me because they thinking I'm smashing their
Like,
chick.
yeah.
But whole time, the other niggas that they shaking hands with and cutting their hair is the ones
Listen.
smashing their chicks. I'm the only nigga in the shop that didn't smash none of their chicks.
Okay.
But every nigga hated me. Now, and look, I ain't no hater, so I never said, nigga, you mad at me? That's the one. I ain't never do that.
Right.
You know, I ain't got to do that. I'm just gonna live. You ain't gonna beat me up. I'm gonna live my life.
Yeah.
So I'm cutting this lady hair from church, and she said, "This is nice. This is your first day." I said, "Yeah, this is my first day." Oh, she said, "Yeah, this is really nice." And this was 10 chairs instead of 4, and way bigger shop, and a bigger plaza. And so she said, "Yeah, God is good." I said, "Yeah, He is, man. He always right on time." So when I said that, I said, "Oh," and I stopped cutting her hair. She said, "What's wrong, baby?" I said, "Hold on, man. Something just hit me." like my hairs on my arms went up. I said, "Ma'am, it's crazy that I'm telling you the story how I got the shop and how I said God is right on time." I said, "You want to know what the name of this shop was before I got it?" She said, "What?" "Right on Time Barbershop."
Really?
So once I saw that, I said, I'm gonna be alright.
You right where I need to be.
Because I was broke. I put my last penny to open it. I had $0, dog. Now I'm 11 years later.
That's real.
Four bed, four bath house.
Yeah.
That's
Four
right.
cars.
That's right.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Good. All from cutting hair, not from singing,
Yeah.
not from the entertainment, from where God put me.
Yeah.
So when it said the cup runneth over, it ran over. Because I could just have one car and a one bedroom and I'd be happy.
Or maybe this
you
was
know,
your
know
form
what
of,
it is,
maybe
man.
This was your form of entertainment. You're still in a light and
Yeah.
in a fashion.
Yeah.
It's just not singing. You know what I'm saying? But you're still in the light.
Yeah.
And I say this, man. When you have a certain talent, right? See, people think talent is just say if you're a
Something you
football
can act
player.
out. Something you can act out.
You're a football player, right?
An action. People think talent is an
And
action.
you did all the dedication and everything you needed to be in the to exceed in football. This was the position that was presented to you. But if you take that same focus and dedication that you did to exceed in football and put it in something else, so it's power transfused. You know, you transfused or transmitted that same power you was doing with music, that same energy, that same
energy,
that
aura,
same
all
vibe
that,
you carried with that. You carried it to the next thing, and that's what we gotta be. That will real power ensue, dog. You gotta be able to adapt to the next situation.
Yeah,
Cause it ain't always this. Tomorrow can be that, but it shouldn't change the the end result. You feel me? Yeah. So that's dope that you able to
adjust
to do
like
that.
that, yeah.
Adjust, man.
And man, I touch so many like young kids' lives. I'm talking about because I didn't cut so many grade schoolers to adults, middle school to, and me not knowing that's what they doing, but they talk to me. They tell me they like it, and I give them what I know. And man, it feels good when they come back out of high school and, oh, you was right, Jvar. Oh, I'm doing this. Oh, you was right. Like I try to guide them.
Yeah.
I try to guide them to, cause I see some turn hood and tripping. And then I see some ain't doing on with themselves. So I try to. So man, I had so many kids come back and tell me like man, I listen to you, man, cause they not getting all those jewels at home. Cause a lot of kids don't listen to their parents, but they'll listen to somebody else.
Yeah.
That's true.
That's a
So
fact.
that's the best thing I get out of it, man. When these kids listen and they come back and I'm seeing they doing good and they actually listen.
Yeah, that's a fact.
So I'm kind of thinking that's what I really supposed to be doing at this point.
That's right. On some
On some
mentoring.
public speaking, mentoring, because I love it, man.
You can do it all.
Well, like, you know, I
Like,
think that's
think
the
about
gap that got to be closed.
Yeah,
in our community in general. We got, if we don't reach back, especially us as black men, if we don't reach back and close that gap, bro, it's gonna be a destitute for our community.
You kind of show them what they can do besides
Real
what
talk.
they doing.
It's not gonna be able to be us reaching back, bro. I keep telling you that, and the reason why I keep telling you that, man, is because that gap has expanded so wide, you know what I'm saying, that you got the older guys don't really want to go down there and mess with the young guys. You know what I'm saying? Hear me out, brother. Hear me out.
Man,
in order to close that gap, the young guys is going to have to reach back to the older guys.
They're not gonna do that.
You know what I'm saying? That's the only way. That's the only way that's gonna work. That's the only way that's gonna work.
Listen what you're saying.
That's the only way.
That's unlogical.
They
what you saying is
not
work, bro.
it's not.
They're not gonna reach.
Only way you gonna have to have men who get they motherfucking balls and they testicles.
Yeah.
Cause I ain't scared of you young niggas.
Right,
You know what I'm talking about?
scared.
And you go, and you have to
Lot
have
of these niggas scared,
a lot of these niggas scared.
But-
You have to have a sense of fortitude
Yeah.
and respect, nigga. You go to the hood, nigga. Where I'm from.
Well, I'm good. I'm good. Dog.
But and if you good, then go back and do good.
But look,
and that's
look.
what it's gonna take, dog.
It's two sides to this. I ain't never looked my age.
Yeah,
When I was 30, I looked 18.
yeah,
When I was 30, I played a 17-year-old in a play.
yeah.
So my point is this: I see how older dudes that I'm actually older than treat me because they think I'm younger. And then when I gotta let them know, like, nigga, I'm older than you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now it changes because it's a little bit more respect. Now, like, I thought this was a little nigga.
Yeah.
So when you use that philosophy, you saying the little dudes got to do this. it's really the older niggas ain't trying to listen. No, they ain't trying to listen to the little niggas.
Yeah.
Be honest.
Yeah.
So
they gotta start it.
I ain't saying listening. I'm just saying reaching back and asking for the knowledge. You know what I'm saying?
But here's the thing to that. Young guys just gotta find somebody that they can relate to.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
If you an old nigga
Or
and you
that
look
they
old,
or that
they
they
not
respect
gonna relate
you.
to you.
No.
They
But
gotta
if you an
respect
old
you,
hip
too.
nigga,
Yeah,
they
they
gonna
relate to
listen.
you. They gonna relate to you.
Yeah.
Hey, we gotta put it on the buttons. We gotta put it on the buttons.
Oh yeah, we running. This shit done got good, man.
Yeah,
we
we done talked our goddamn
Hey, before
time
we get
away.
out of here, man, you know what I'm saying?
We done talked
We
our
stay
goddamn
talking our
time.
time.
We're gonna wrap it up. You know what I'm saying? Before we get out, I want you to describe where we going with you. You know what I'm saying? What's the future for Jvar, man? What to expect?
Oh man,
And make sure you get your hashtags, how we can find you, all that good shit.
Yeah, sky's the limit, man. More movies, more music.
That's right.
You know, we gonna keep touching people and trying to change lives, man.
Yeah.
You know, people gotta know, man. It's always teamwork make the dream work.
That's
You know
real.
what I'm saying?
That's real.
One person can't do it.
At
You know what
all.
I'm saying? And when you find people that's good in your life that helps, keep them. You gotta cherish that, man.
Yeah, that's
Like
real.
I cherish
That's 100.
anybody that's ever helped me. Look, I cherish that.
Yeah.
Number 2, Jvar the Don on Instagram.
Yes, sir.
Facebook, Julius Jvar. Excuse me, Brown. I'm on YouTube. I'm on all streaming platforms, man. So y'all gonna see me.
That's real.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up. We gotta
Hey,
get you
we're
back
gonna get
down
up out of here, man. Hey, it was a pleasure, dog.
You know,
We
hey,
gotta
I
definitely
appreciate
get you
you,
down
man.
here.
No doubt,
Already,
no
dog.
doubt. You too,
Hey,
No
it's
doubt,
Mother's
no
Day,
doubt, no
so
doubt. We
again,
didn't
man.
get to talk it all. We didn't get to
Nah,
talk
man,
it
we
all,
didn't
you
get to
heard me?
touch the
That's good
iceberg.
talking.
That's how we
Yeah.
do it, man.
Yeah.
Hey, but once again, happy Mother's Day to our mamas.
Yes,
Happy
it is.
Mother's
You know what I'm
Day.
saying? My mama's mama. You know what I'm saying?
And all
And all that
that
good
stuff,
shit, man.
You know, we love y'all.
Much love, much respect, man, to the women of the world, man. Because of y'all, we here. And it ain't no other way. I ain't never met a man who ain't came through a woman.